Welcome to Zodiac Attraction, Gemini. Your reading for today, May 8th, 2026, arrives like a lightning strike through fog, clearing the air around three things that matter most: the truth you've been waiting to hear and love, a financial door that only opens when you claim what's yours, and the quiet courage rising in your chest that refuses to settle for half measures anymore. Something shifts today. The energy is unmistakable. Today brings a revelation. Something hidden steps into the light, perhaps through a slip of the tongue, a gesture that betrays intention, or simply the moment your intuition finally clicks into focus. You've sensed this coming. The undercurrent has been there for weeks, maybe months, a feeling that someone wasn't showing their full hand. Now the veil lifts. What emerges may sting at first, but clarity has its own kind of mercy. You'd rather know than wonder, and knowing today becomes your power. In matters of the heart, the landscape sharpens. Someone in your orbit, perhaps the one who's kept you circling in uncertainty, is about to lay their cards on the table. The words might not be what you hope for. They may speak of fear, of walls, of not being ready to meet you where you stand. Listen closely, but watch closer. Their actions will sing a different song than their mouth. And here is where you become the surprise. Where they expect pleading or patience, you offer something else entirely, a calm, sovereign choice. You are not a waiting room.
You are not an option, Captain Shadow. If they cannot step forward, you step free, not in anger, but in radical self-respect. This is the twist they never saw coming. Your dignity becomes the mirror that shows them exactly what they stand to lose. Financially, the universe nudges you towards a conversation you've been avoiding. There is money, hours, or recognition that belongs to you by right, not charity, but earned. Speak up. The discomfort of asking is brief. The cost of silence lingers. Once you claim what is yours, something unlocks. Abundance flows to those who refuse to abandon their own worth. Emotionally, you may feel tender today, more porous than usual. Let it be. Sensitivity is not weakness. It is the antenna that catches signals logic misses. Your feelings are data, not noise. Let them speak, let them move through you, and let them guide the decisions you make before sunset. Today is a threshold. Cross it. The truth you meet, however raw, becomes the foundation for something steadier, truer, and entirely your own. Walk forward knowing that what you release makes room for what finally fits. The stars are watching, and today they are rooting for you. Let's see what the tarot has in store for you today. Gemini, today's energy is electric with transformation. You're radiating a magnetic light that others can't ignore, even as you focus inward and trust the path ahead. Card 1, the Sun. This is your card today, Gemini.
You're glowing with an unmistakable vitality that draws people towards you without effort. Like the reference energy of someone emanating unstoppable attraction, your natural charisma is at its peak. Don't dim this light for anyone. Your joy is contagious, and it's precisely this brightness that makes someone unable to stop thinking about you. Card 2, the Fool. A brand new chapter is opening, and you're being called to leap without a safety net. The Fool mirrors that new path energy, one that requires releasing fear and embracing the unknown. You may feel tempted to overthink the next step, but the cards say, jump. Whether it's a career pivot, a creative venture, or an unexpected romantic possibility, trust that the ground will appear beneath your feet. Card 3, the Lovers. Deep connection and fated choice surround you. Someone is wrestling with intense feelings, trying to resist your pull, but failing completely. This card reflects the someone who can't take it anymore energy. They see you, they feel you, and they can't pretend otherwise. For couple Geminis, this signals a deepening bond. For singles, a meaningful encounter is closer than you think. Card 4, 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment and harmony are within reach. This card speaks to the family and celebration themes in your current vibration. You're not just building a life, you're building a legacy of joy. Someone sees this future with you, clear as day. Don't shrink your dreams to make others comfortable.
Your happiness is the magnet. Card 5, the Chariot. Victory through determination. You've been fighting battles, professionally, personally, spiritually, and progress has felt slow. The Chariot promises that momentum is shifting. The obstacles that once held you back are losing power. Keep your eyes forward. You're about to break through in a way that silences every doubt, including your own. Gemini, the message is clear. Stay in your lane, keep shining, and let others do the chasing. The Sun and the Fool ask you to lead with courage and authenticity. The Lovers and Ten of Cups reveal that love is not only possible, it's inevitable for those vibrating at your frequency. And the Chariot? It guarantees that your persistence pays off. Focus on your mission, trust divine timing, and watch how the world rearranges itself around your light. Someone is already planning their approach. Let them. You have bigger moves to make. Now we will tell you how it will go with money and luck. But first, remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications. This helps us a lot, and so you never miss your daily reading. Money and luck. A fresh current of abundance is circling your financial landscape today, Gemini, and it carries the scent of possibility rather than pressure.
You may notice an unexpected door opening. Perhaps a conversation you didn't think would lead anywhere suddenly reveals a tangible opportunity, or a skill you've quietly honed begins to attract interest from surprising quarters. The energy around your money sector today favors those who move with quiet confidence rather than frantic grasping. Trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by, especially when you approach your resources with a mindset of stewardship rather than scarcity. There is a subtle but important distinction between taking a calculated risk and acting on impulse, and today's stars ask you to honor that boundary. If a financial proposition arrives wrapped in excitement but thin on details, give yourself permission to pause and examine the fine print. Your natural curiosity is one of your greatest assets, so use it to investigate before committing. That said, do not let analysis become paralysis. The universe is nudging you toward a bolder relationship with abundance, one where you recognize that investing in yourself, whether through education, a strategic purchase, or simply saying yes to an experience that expands your network, is not frivolous but foundational. The luckiest moments today will likely come disguised as casual encounters or offhand remarks. Someone may mention an opening, a contact, or an idea that plants a seed worth nurturing. Keep your ears open and your energy receptive. Financial growth for you right now is less about dramatic windfalls and more about aligning your daily choices with the larger vision you hold for your life. When your actions match your worth, the universe has a way of filling in the gaps. The tarot gives you your lucky number. Your lucky numbers for May 8th are 45, 8, 57, 34, 23, 66. Daily love. The romantic atmosphere surrounding you today is charged with a quiet intensity, Gemini, as if someone is watching you from across a room but has not yet found the courage to cross the distance. Whether you are partnered or single, there is a sense that emotions are running deeper than surface conversations reveal. If you are in a relationship, today invites you to move beyond the routine exchanges and touch the tender places you have both been circling. A single, honest conversation, offered without defense, could dissolve tension that has been lingering far too long. For those navigating the space between connection and separation, the energy today suggests that silence is speaking louder than words. Someone may be struggling with feelings they cannot easily name, caught between the fear of vulnerability and the ache of distance. You are not required to chase or perform. Your most magnetic quality right now is your self-possession, the way you continue to live fully, even when your heart is uncertain. Love does not always announce itself with grand gestures. Sometimes it arrives as a text sent at an odd hour, a memory shared unexpectedly, or a gaze held just a moment too long. What today asks of your heart is patience, paired with openness. Do not close yourself off to protect against disappointment, but also do not offer your energy to those who only want to consume your light without returning warmth. The healthiest love for you right now is the kind that meets you where you are, not the kind that demands you shrink or expand to fit its expectations. Trust your instincts. They are sharper than you realize, and they are guiding you towards something genuine. At work, your professional sphere is humming with potential today, Gemini, though the pace may feel more strategic than explosive.
You are being called to focus your considerable mental energy on one or two key priorities, rather than scattering your attention across a dozen half-finished tasks. The breakthrough you have been waiting for is closer than it appears, but it requires you to show up with consistency and discipline, even when the results are not yet visible. Think of today as laying tracks for a train that is already building momentum in the distance. Collaboration takes on a particular flavor now. You may find yourself in a position where your ideas are the bridge between conflicting perspectives, or where your communication skills can transform a stalled project into something dynamic.
Do not underestimate the power of your voice in meetings, emails, or casual brainstorming sessions. Leadership does not always require a title. Sometimes it simply looks like being the person who asks the right question at the right moment. If tension exists with a colleague, address it directly but diplomatically. Your ability to navigate complexity with grace is one of your signature strengths. There is also a creative undercurrent to today's work energy that deserves attention. Even in the most practical tasks, you have room to innovate, to approach a familiar problem from an angle no one has considered. Do not wait for permission to suggest the unconventional idea. The people who matter will recognize its value, and those who do not are simply not your audience right now. Your career path is widening, and the steps you take today, however small they feel, are part of a larger trajectory toward recognition and fulfillment. Health. Your physical body is asking for alignment today, Gemini, not punishment. If you have been pushing through fatigue or ignoring signals that something needs attention, the energy now supports a gentler recalibration. This does not mean abandoning your goals. It means pursuing them with a strategy that includes rest as a non-negotiable component.
Consider where you might be holding tension: shoulders, jaw, lower back, and give yourself permission to release it through movement, breath, or simply stepping away from the screen for a few intentional minutes. Mental clarity is your superpower, but even the sharpest mind needs periods of quiet to process and integrate. Today, the chatter of information overload may feel particularly loud, making it harder to distinguish your own thoughts from the noise of external demands. Carve out a pocket of time, even if it is only 15 minutes, where you are not consuming content, answering messages, or solving problems. Let your mind wander. Some of your best insights arrive not when you are forcing them, but when you create space for them to surface organically. Emotional wellness is equally central to today's health message. You may be carrying a subtle undercurrent of anxiety or restlessness that does not have a clear source, and that is perfectly normal. Rather than dissecting it endlessly, try grounding yourself through sensory experience: a walk outside, a warm meal prepared with care, music that moves something in you. Your well-being is not a checklist to complete. It is a relationship to tend. Today, tend to it with the same curiosity and compassion you so readily offer others. Family and friends. The dynamics within your closest circle carry a warmth today that invites deeper connection, even if the moments themselves are unremarkable on the surface.
Shared meal, a phone call that lasts longer than expected, or simply being present in the same room without the pressure to perform. These are the threads that strengthen family bonds. If there has been distance, literal or emotional, between you and a relative, the energy now supports a softening. You do not need to resolve every tension in a single conversation. Sometimes showing up consistently matters more than saying the perfect thing. There may also be a generational pattern coming into your awareness, something you recognize in the way conflict is handled, love is expressed, or silence is used as a shield. Today offers an opportunity to observe without judgment, to see the inherited scripts for what they are, without feeling obligated to follow them. You have the power to choose a different response, to break a cycle gently rather than dramatically. Your family, in its imperfections, is also a mirror, and what you see there can teach you as much about yourself as about them. For those who have built their family beyond bloodlines, today's energy honors those chosen bonds with equal weight. The friends who feel like siblings, the mentors who feel like parents, the community that holds you, these are your family too. Reach out to someone who has been on your mind. The gesture does not need to be grand. A simple acknowledgement of their presence in your life can ripple outward in ways you do not anticipate. Home, after all, is not only a place. Is the feeling of being known and accepted, and you have the capacity to create that feeling for others today. Compatibility. Aries matches your current energy with a fiery enthusiasm that keeps pace with your mental quickness.
Their directness complements your adaptability, creating a dynamic where ideas spark and action follows without endless deliberation. Together, you can accomplish in an afternoon what others might stretch across weeks, though you will both need to remember that not every moment requires motion. Sometimes the most productive thing is to simply sit with a thought before launching it into the world. Libra brings a harmonizing influence that soothes the scattered edges of your busy mind. Their natural diplomacy and aesthetic sensibility offer you a mirror for your own social grace, while your curiosity draws them out of indecision. Today's energy supports partnerships between you that blend intellectual exploration with genuine emotional exchange. Whether romantic, professional, or platonic, this connection thrives on mutual respect and the shared pleasure of discovering beauty in unexpected places. Sagittarius aligns with your adventurous spirit in a way that feels expansive rather than overwhelming. Their philosophical bent matches your love of ideas, and together you can wander through conversations that touch on everything from travel plans to the meaning of existence.
There is a lightness to this pairing that does not sacrifice depth, and today's star suggests that any interaction with a Sagittarius, planned or spontaneous, carries the potential for laughter, insight, and a renewed sense of possibility. Your lucky color today, gold. Today's reading radiates with themes of inner illumination, magnetic presence, and the quiet confidence of someone who knows their worth without needing to announce it, and gold captures that frequency perfectly. The phrase of the day, the only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. Thank you so much for spending this moment with me. Remember, the stars can guide your way, but only you have the power to walk it and make it amazing. If this reading resonated with you, I'd love it if you could like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I truly enjoy hearing from you. I'll see you tomorrow, right here on Zodiac Attraction, where we'll continue discovering your incredible destiny together. Until then, keep shining.